5, 4, 3.
Wait, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to count down after 3.
Oh, right. Okay, let's do it again. Cut. 5, 4.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in with This and That with Matt. Got a cool thing off of eBay the other day. It's a Stormtrooper Winter Survival Kit. Let's break this open and check it out. Full disclosure, I did remove the cellophane a couple days ago, and I did open the contents just to make sure that they weren't all jacked up and there weren't any critters living inside it, because you know it's wintertime, critters are looking for warm places to go, and I just don't need them in my house. So first thing I noticed, this top logo came off, so I'll set that right there. It's kind of like a toolbox type deal. So let's see what we have. It's actually really good condition. Came from Minnesota. Hopefully there's something inside that tells us what year it might be. I'm thinking 80s, 90s. Haven't seen any of these on YouTube. If anybody knows anything, please throw a comment below. Let me know what you find out. Here it is. So here is a content list. I'm going to hold this up, and then if you want to pause it later on to take a look at it, you can. Consists of a burner kit, some candles, a cup, disposable flashlight, emergency blanket, matches, Kleenex. Let's see what else we have. Let's see. No, food. Oh, chicken and beef broth and some hot cocoa. Oh, that's going to be nice. Instant coffee and black tea. So, and breakfast squares. Nice. We get some breakfast squares. So, so nothing like eating 25-year-old food again. So, set that right there. So, first things, we'll just kind of take everything out. This seems to be the food kit. Ooh, I can smell that. That breakfast square actually smells like chocolate. But in here it looks like we have tea and box and all that stuff, so we'll kind of set that down there. Here's our little box of Kleenex here. Looks nice. Even has the cardboard backing. Looking to see if there's dates on any of these, if I can find anything. Emergency blanket. Here's a space blanket. I'm not going to open this up because we all know that it'll never go back into that bag. Ooh, disposable flashlight. And no, it does not work. We are not playing lightsabers. No, it does not work. Yeah. So, disposable that. Ooh, rogue match. So we'll put that in there. A couple of candles. Okay. Some cardboard, a stir stick, and 16-ounce cup. That's an aluminum cup. This is why you open it up. There's definitely something inside that. I don't know what it is, but that's clean now. I promise I will rinse it out before I drink anything out of it, even if I do. Here's your little stove, and inside of the stove are some matches. So it looks like, we got, let's see, we got the kit, flashlight, blanket, Kleenex, stove kit with matches, and here's our food packet. Cool, so now we've laid out all the components. I'm going to open up this food packet here. I'm probably going to I'm thinking about trying the tea. I'll probably try the hot chocolate. I'm going to try these breakfast bars that are in the back too. I might leave the box alone and the coffee alone since I tried that on the last video. The other real quick thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that this is designed to be used in your car. If you're ever going to use candles, if you're going to use open flame in your car, you need to be really careful. So what they suggest you do in this is they suggest that you put, obviously, you're going to put the candle, you're going to put the candle inside the stove here, and then you're going to light it, and you're going to put your cup on top. They tell you to fill the cup up with snow, and then it melts down. These candles are 10-hour candles. They'll probably last you closer to between 7 and 8. Just remember, every time you get snow, snow is about only 90, it's 90% air, 10% water. So make sure if you, God forbid, if you ever have to do that, and you have to do this, without this great state-of-the-art, 1980s kit, don't eat snow directly. It'll cool your body temperature too down, throw you into hypothermia. Make sure you warm it up. Make sure you melt it. Secondly, real quick before I get into trying some of the food here, if you're in your car and you do have a candle, and the other thing too, not to digress, I would probably switch these out for beeswax candles because they'll burn cleaner, they'll burn longer. But what I would do, if you had to light a fire in your car and you had this stove and you had to stay warm, you could take one of these candles, put it in the stove and light it and put it in between your legs. You could then take your emergency blanket. I'm not going to open this up, but you could take this and you could literally shroud yourself with it and cover the opening to the candle. And what that, you're going to have a little bit of airflow from the front, and that's fine because you don't want to light the Mylar on fire. But I was watching, there's a great channel out there, Coalcracker Bushcraft. He's a great one. I'll link his channel down below. He actually showed how with a wool blanket and a single candle you can raise the temperature inside that little teepee of your blanket 15 to 20 degrees to try to stay warm. So, but number one, if you're going to light a fire in your car, please be careful. Number two, hopefully you never have to use this for a situation other than wanting to try old food and look at old components that don't work on YouTube. And just most of all, it's just being safe. If I had to do something with this kit, I would probably switch out the defunct flashlight for some Siloom, Siloom glow sticks. I would switch these out for some probably beeswax candles. I would add some hand warmers in there. Those are great to be pressed against the body. Extra pair of gloves, a scarf, a really thin hat, anything to do that. And then this food, and when you can use this stuff, just replace it every year. But that being said, oh, by the way, I'm not going to light these matches either. I know that I have compulsion, I want to try that, but I'm just not going to do it. They airstrike anywhere. I'm assuming they're going to work. I'm not going to try it. I did get some hot water. I do have a couple of clear cups. That way we can see the consistency of the beverages together. So last time you saw me struggle with with a Canadian Canadian IMP spoon, or it's really hard to open up those cereal bars with that. So this time I figured I'd just cheat, get a little bit of a blade. Gonna kind of cut this open from the back here. That thing is darn sharp. Let me close that before I cut myself. Because if we're going to go to the emergency room, we're going to go from eating old food and not from a cut. So, first off the bat, ooh, chocolate breakfast squares. Oh, this has a date code. This is from General Mills. This says, I think it says something 206 or 9028. So, maybe 1989, I don't know if you can see that. Might be 1989, I don't know, maybe we'll try to zoom in on that or something. Got that.
We'll do stills at the end.
Yep. Oh, Ready Dutch, hot chocolate. Stuff still feels good, I guess. We'll try that. Some Lipton tea. Some chicken stock, still shakeable. Some beef broth, still shakeable. I have never seen this before. Tan Taster's Choice. I don't think I want to open that. I've never seen that. It's still in there, but I don't think I want to open that. I think I'm going to leave that for display. So what I think I'll try now, I'm going to open up the bars here. I'll try a bit of this, see what this tastes like. I think I'm going to do the chocolate and the tea. So since the tea has to steep, I think I'm going to open this up, put this in one of the 2 glass cups, and we'll go from there. And if anybody can, notices or recognizes any of this stuff from their childhood or anything and knows a better date code than I do, right now I'm leaning towards the late 80s. It just kind of feels 80s. It just has that 80s vibe. So I'm going to put a little hot water in that tea. See if this thing even steeps. Then we're going to try the Ready Dutch hot chocolate. First things we're going to do is we're going to try to get this down here. See if we can open this up to see what's actually in there. Here goes nothing, everybody. Put that over here. It looks good. Kind of still really granular. There's no chunks in that. It doesn't smell horrible. So I'm gonna try that. So we're going to move that to here, and we're going to take our swizzle stick, and we're going to see if we can mix that brown water up. It actually looks like a melted candy bar. It's kind of interesting. Doesn't taste bad. It just tastes stale. And I think everybody who does this knows what that flavor is. I'm gonna poke the tea bag. It seems to be doing okay. We're gonna open it. Artificially flavored General Mills breakfast squares. So, yeah. We're gonna open that. This smells chocolatey. Does not smell bad. They look like condensed brownies. They've got a little thing on the back there. That is appetizing. So nothing like being stuck in your car in the middle of winter, cold, hungry, and you have chocolate and tea and some bouillon to keep you company. Another good thing to put in here would be like a deck of cards. Keep your mind off something. A small book. Maybe a small charger for your phone with a cable. We rely on that stuff. This should not be considered part of an EDC kit. This should not be considered part of a BOB or anything like that. This is strictly for your, you're driving back and forth to work, and or when they close a road down, or you get stuck in the bank and you're there for a couple of hours and you need some help and you just need some sort of comfort. That's the only way I would utilize something like this. But going forward, let's see about some of this stuff. So first of all, I'm going to stir that up. That is frothed up quite nice. I'm going to try a little bit of this. Yeah, it's not bad, but you can taste it in the back of your throat. So yeah, I think the milk's probably on its way out on that one. Oh, so I'm gonna let the tea steep another minute while I try one of these bars. Hopefully these bars are nowhere near as bad as the the Type 4s I ate from that 1982 food packet general survival purpose. That was just horrible. For those who asked, no, I did not go to the ER that night. I was fine that day, but boy, does that smell and that taste stick with you in the back of your throat. So, gonna try a bite of these breakfast bars. Stale. Tastes like an old brownie. Really dry. I imagine though, oh wow. I imagine in its day, that would have been nice. It would have been, nice versus a standard granola bar or something like that. Give a little flavor. A big thing about, I hate to use the word survival in a car, but the big thing about that is, a big thing about any survival situation or any situation where you find yourself at odds with, whether it be nature or the wind or the weather or people, a lot of it is getting into a comfort space in your head. And something like this definitely would do so because it's chocolatey. It sounds silly, but the chocolate would definitely put you in a better headspace than just having a plain granola bar or something like that. So it makes you feel better, so therefore you can think a little bit clearer. It sounds silly, but you actually can. You can think a little bit clearer, you can act a little bit more concisely, and you just feel better. That's why I was thinking maybe a deck of cards in here for morale for yourself or something like that. Small piece of a book. So next, I'm gonna try some of the tea here. We'll see if that, cheers everybody. See how that, happy Friday. See how this tastes. Smells just like tea. Oh, that's fine. Actually, that'll be great because I'm not going to be drinking any more of that. I'm not going to be eating any more of that. Not opening up any of these. So honestly, it's not too bad. Tea could be stronger, but I probably put too much water. I'm not a huge tea drinker, so I don't ever know how much water to put in there. So take another sip of that. But again, so in closing, I think this is around probably like, I don't know, late 80s. I'm going to bet late 80s. I'm going to run the date code on that food bar to see if I can find out. This was a 1989, I'm going to say. Stormtrooper Winter Survival Kit. What I didn't show you was, we were in Salem last weekend and I bought this really cool Star Wars poster. And I was going to use it as a backdrop, but I'll show you. And that would have really tied in with the whole Stormtrooper theme because it's, the Battle of Hoth and we're getting into winter and all that other stuff. So I figured I'd just kind of show that off. Try to be a little bit silly sometimes. So, but again, for a find on eBay for less than $5, this is cool, but this is a great idea for your car. This does come in a resealable box, like a tackle box. Throw a cup, a small stove, even sterno, if you had sterno that you could light. You just gotta be really careful and cognizant of the flame. Something to, hygienic, put, these, hand sanitizer, the wipes in your car, something like that'd be perfect. A better flashlight than this, what I'm thinking is, instead of a flashlight that takes batteries, use a Siloom stick or a glow stick that you can crack open. These can never go wrong. Emergency blankets, you should have these with you all the time. Another misconception of these do not heat you up. These do not warm you up. They only reflect, they only reflect the body heat that you're giving off. So if you give off body heat, you can wrap this around you really tight, you can retain some of your heat. Again, like I said earlier, you can take one of these candles, put it inside the stove, put this on your seat between your legs, wrap this around you, and let that burn for 20 minutes to a half hour, and it will increase the warm space for you. If you have gas in your car and you run your car, you make sure your tailpipe is clean, there's no obstructions, and you make sure your windows are slightly cracked so you don't have any worries about carbon monoxide poisoning. And then another thing I might add to this, hand warmers, deck of cards. You don't need water purification tablets. You don't need a knife. You don't need, you don't need a flint and steel. You don't need a ferro rod. You're certainly not going to get out of your car and forage for wood. You're not going to have to go find water or something like that. It's basically common sense. The reason I kind of like this kit after opening up, it's a common sense kit. It's got light, heat, shelter, and food. 4 components that you need. Water, they're assuming that you need, that you'll get off the car or you'll get off the side of the road or something like that. Remember everybody, don't eat the snow. It's 90% air, it's 10% water. It will crash your core body temperature faster than running naked through a football stadium in January in Buffalo. So what you want to do is melt the snow, get the water. It's going to take a little bit of time, but if you're in a situation like this, time is what you have. Use it wisely, be safe, stay in a good headspace. But yeah, so that's about it for today's video. Again, this was, I believe, I'm going to call it a 1989 Stormtrooper Winter Survival Kit out of Minnesota. And if they know how to survive in the winters, because it's colder up there than it is here. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. And I'll be back. You know, I got some other cool stuff. I have an unboxing to do. I got some cool stuff in with some trades with some people I'd be glad to show. Got a trade-in of an LRP for Sean that I'm going to have to review. We'll do that live together. Got a couple other unboxings from some other people. And I found a couple cool things off of eBay too. So the room is getting kind of full. I'm going to have to reorganize some of the shelves. But it's all fun. We're all in this together. We all have a good time. So that being said, thanks again for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Please like that video. Hit the bell if you'd like a subscription if I decide to go live with the premiere, or if I use the lingo drop a new video. Feel free to share this with your friends if you so enjoy it. Tell people about it. We have a great community. Let's let this community grow. And again, this is Matt with This and That with Matt. And thanks everybody, and we'll see you all again next time. That door closed? Are you recording?
5, 4.
Oh, stop and do it again. Do it again.
Why?
Do it again. Do it again.
5, 4.
No, stop it again. I forgot to tell you to talk. It's 90% air. It's 10% water. It will completely crash. It will, remember everybody, don't eat the snow. It's 90% water. It's 90.
Hold on.
That's perfect. Just pause it, see what it looks like.
No, I don't need to.
Okay.
I'll just cut.
That'll be funny. That'll
Yeah.
be cute. All right.
Whenever you're ready. Okay, you talk. I don't need to do anything right now.
Okay.
So okay. But pause for like count to 5 before you talk again, okay?
Okay.
Let me get something to drink.
You gonna be quiet?
Yes.
With Matt. Today we're gonna be reviewing a Stormtrooper Winter Survival Kit. Let's break this open and see what's inside.
I'm sorry, but that sounded really fake.
Okay.
You have to do that again and talk. That sounded forced.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but hey everybody, let's see what's inside the Winter Survival Kit. Don't do that. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go. Bloopers. out of here.
Now I
for a
know why
minute.
people do these videos by themselves.